But what I wanted to do with Series 3 is I wanted more people to see it. I thought my approach for Series 2 was wrong in terms of not really reaching out to any production companies, mainly just hoping that people will see it via the actors that are involved, the people that are involved, just kind of just relying on YouTube and its kind of mystical and obviously incredibly generous algorithm. With Series 3, I obviously realised that it wasn't going to work, so I did spend a lot of time sending it to production companies and things like that. Again, that's not the mistake. What was the mistake is the second screening. The first screening was incredibly successful. It was at a place called Soho Screening Rooms. Smaller place, 40 to 60 people I think could fit in there. A lot of it family, a lot of it friends. It was just a great time. Like, it was a really, really special time. I absolutely adored that screening. I think also because it was smaller, so the laughs were echoier. Is that a word? So that was nice. And then we finished the rest of the series. So we only showed like the first 2 episodes of Series 3 at the Soho Screening Rooms. But I wanted to show all 6. And I wanted to show it in a bigger place with a bigger screen and fancier. And the main reason for that was because I wanted to invite people from productions. I wanted to invite casting directors, producers, directors, fellow writers. I wanted to invite agents. And it did not go to plan at all. I think I spent about 1,100 quid, which is the third of the budget for Two Housemates Series 3, on this place called the Mondrian. The Mondrian is located along South Bank. It's a really good place. It is mainly a hotel, but on the lower floor it has a really nice cinema. And I thought that was the best place. I messaged maybe like 40, 50 casting directors, producers, blah, 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 industry people. And the only 2 people who came that I did not know were 2 actors from an agency that I had applied for. They'd essentially used the invitation to not the benefit of me, but to the benefit of them and their clients. And I mean, these 2 actors were nice enough, but I was already so downtrodden that by the time that they came, I was quite tipsy. And again, it's not their fault, but one of the actors at the end couldn't find their phone in the cinema, so Ryan and I spent like straight after it, when I should have been out there speaking to people, speaking to friends and family about it all. I missed all of that because I spent most of it looking for someone's phone that I will never meet again and have not seen again. And that was a metaphor for me, of that night. To look for something for someone who I will never see again and who will not benefit me. And I regret that night in terms of just the huge learning experience it was. Humbling learning experience. This was pointless. I was going to make something of this where the 2 characters were going to see each other again, and it was going to be a will they won't they with them as a way of like a but that never happened. That was a Series 2 thing. It was a really difficult time for me anyway, because I was really struggling at home. I was really struggling with my career, and this felt like a huge Hail Mary. It was a lot like that. It was perfectly timed. It was a lot like that. But the way I should see it really is, yes, it was a huge failure and nobody from the industry came, which was devastating and humbling. But I should also see it as loads of my friends and family came to support me, and that was really lovely. The people at the Mondrian were fantastic. I had a great time. I got lots of free drinks, probably because I was wandering around like this. Um, and Naomi did a fantastic job taking photos, and that is a memory I always enjoy. Yes, it is marred with the humbleness of no industry person being interested enough to come and see it, and I suppose that screams the stance of which I was in during that period of time. I do believe that if I did it again, or I did a screening of short films and films that I've made since, it would be completely different. But it does scream the situation I was in during that period of time. But taking that all into account, at the end, I did get quite drunk, had a McDonald's at 12 a.m., and had really. Like and subscribe, and just take that risk, but prepare for it a bit more mentally than I did. Thank you. Love you guys.